I remember it like yesterday when Matt came down the stairs and said so casually with a smile, I booked a one-way ticket to Santiago, Chile. I thought to myself, is this real? Can we really leave our amazing careers, friends, and family? Fast forward 10 months later, after all the hard conversations, endless checklists, and heartfelt goodbyes, we were heading to the airport with one backpack each, about to set out for a multi-year adventure around the world. Filled with excitement, we had no idea what to expect, but we knew it would be a fun ride. Join us as we share what we are learning on our journey of a lifetime. This is Passport Joy Travel Talk with Nikki and Matt Javit.
Yes, we're doing it. We've talked about it for a while, and we're finally starting our podcast. We've had some requests, and we are on the road. This is Matt Javit next to Nikki Javit.
Hey.
And we are a traveling couple that left our careers and awesome lives in February 2017 in the U.S. to travel full-time for over 2 years out of a single backpack apiece. And our hope is to convey what we're going through on our long-term travel with the support of amazing friends and family back home, who some of which thought we were crazy, some of which were probably right. And the hope is to let you tap into all the things that we're experiencing. And so in exchange, hopefully it helps you with, not for a decision to do what we've done, but more of how does it help you with that weekend getaway or that week-long vacation that you're looking to take somewhere around the world, or if you have an extended period of time, where might you want to spend that? And because we are now we're doing this full time and we're becoming expert travelers in some way, that we'll be able to share with you the tips and tricks and the hacks that we've learned and the bad experiences we've had, that maybe it'll help better your situation when you travel. That said, we do feel like this is going to be what we're doing, we feel like it will be more common in the future, where people will take a gap year or two in the middle of their careers. We think that it'll be something people strive to do, work hard, save up, and then take time off like we had. So for those that are looking to do that, whether it's to take 4 months off or a year or 2 years, hopefully we inspire you in some way, and hopefully we give you the tips that took us a long period of time to find, and hopefully those tips help you reach your goals. Because this wasn't a hasty decision for us at all. We booked that first ticket 10 months in advance, and then even during the time in the phase that we had those tickets booked, we still had some indecision and things we were working through to make it happen, and a whole lot of planning before we finally said, okay, we're doing this. And we'll get into a bunch of our backgrounds in episode 1, but this is just to cover what you'll be expecting in the podcast. So we hope to cover our not only our experiences on the road with scary situations, surprise locations, what it's like living out of that single backpack, but also travel tips with safety and security advice, the electronics and hacks that we've learned, the electronics that we use, and the technology hacks that we've learned along the way, and especially ways to save time, because time is, in a lot of cases, more valuable than money when it comes to travel. And then also a lot of questions and answers, because we have a lot of questions from social media and email, and then from other travelers on the road. And then the cool part about living with Nikki is the fact that she comes from a medical background as a clinical pharmacist. She can give a lot of great medical related advice on travel when it comes to insurance and vaccines, seasickness, what to do when you're sick on the road, in and out of pharmacies, all those things that many people don't know how to handle, but I'm lucky enough to have her on my side, and she's been great to help other people that have hosted us, understanding their health and things that they need to look into, because she gets a lot of questions once people understand what her background was.
Aw, thanks, Matt. So sweet. Yeah, I just love talking about that stuff. So hopefully that'll help you guys. But what we're really hoping to do with this podcast is just have it fun and lighthearted and share our stories from around the world. Like when we went to Machu Picchu and hiked around, or when Matt was left in the middle of the shark-infested waters when we went to the Galapagos Islands. We were road tripping in Italy all over, and just navigating that and the craziness of the Italian drivers all over the place. We went to a couple weddings in India, and we were taken in by the most amazing families that took us in like their own So stories like that. But what we promise to do is just keep it real with you and just tell our stories, the ups and downs of travel, and basically just answer any questions that you may have about what we have experienced or just travel questions in general that you may be curious about.
Yeah. And so we are definitely not pros at this. I'll be honest with you, the only time I've ever spoken on a radio is when I used to call into sports shows every once in a while, and I've probably did that 4 or 5 times in my life. So being on the radio or being on air this is not my profession, nor is it Nikki. So we will get better at this. We will cut out the ums and the awkward pauses, and we will improve over time. And that's the cool thing about doing a podcast is we get to work on some skills that might need to be worked on. So watch for that. But at the end of the day, entertainment, fun, value. We hope to add some music and just make it enjoyable. And over time, I'm sure that the podcast will evolve and change with guests and other things that we hope to incorporate. And then some topics will be more serious than others. But the hope is at the end of the day, there's value that comes out of it for our listeners. So they want to continue to tune in and find out the things that we're experiencing and hopefully be able to implement into their travels on the road. So that's it. Subscribe now. And hopefully over these episodes, there's ways that we can help you and we can connect and travel safe. Thanks.
Thanks.